Welcome back to the channel and to a new video. Today we're going to talk to you about a small upgrade that I got for my Sig p226e2 from Tokyo Marui, and the upgrade is a red dot sight for this sidearm. And to do this you need two items. You need a base plate, mounting plate for the optic, and the optic itself. So in this video we have two items that I'm going to review for y'all, and let's get into it. First of all, I have the mounting plate. This mounting plate is from DCI Guns, and I got it from Impulse 101. What comes in the little baggie? You have the mounting plate itself, and 4 screws in 2 different lengths to mount it. And if I get it out, a small, I think it's an instruction manual because it's all in Japanese, so useless for me. This mounting plate was 23 euros, and it was at my door in around 14 days with a normal postal service. It's made of, it's 3D printed, and it's made of PH12 and nylon. Structure is a little bit rough. Hope you can, maybe you can hear it. So yeah, got the logo, hope you can see it in there, and for which gun it is, focus. Yeah, anyway, then onto the optic. Got the Zotac RmR replica, got it from AliExpress. This was 35 euros, and I got the black version, but you also have tan and silver, or gray, whatever you want to call it. So what comes in the bag, in the box? You have a small adjustment tool for the windages of the optic, and 2 Allen keys or hex keys, or whatever you want to call it. Here in Belgium we call it a nimbus. A silica gel baggie, little cloth to clean the optic, a mounting plate like I have shown you before, but this one is for a Glock, so for me this is useless, and a plate to mount it on a rail system. The optic itself with a cover, protective cover on it. It's well built. It's made from aluminium, and the buttons, nice click, they are made from plastic. I do want to mention that this does not come with a battery, like you see, but the battery I have one laying around. These things are the CR 2016. So the price of this optic was 35 euros. It's super cheap, so I didn't expect much of it, but the build quality is nice, so yeah. The dot sight is only red from color, so if you boys want to have a green dot or a blue dot, I'm sorry, it's only in red. And the MOA is 3.25. So now for the installation on the 226e2. This is super simple. Only 2 things you need are a small Phillips screwdriver and a bigger size Phillips screwdriver. What you want to do, take your sidearm, get the slide back, put the lever down, and just remove the slide. This part you don't need for this installation, so you just put it on the side. Then next, you just want to look at the back. On the top there, let me get my screwdriver to show you. In there you have two little screws, hope you can see it. They keep your rear iron sights in place, so you want to remove those two screws and the iron sights just come up right out. So that's one. And that's two. One screw stays in. So, like I mentioned, you can remove this iron sight. Then you take your mounting plate, and if you see, we can put this down. On the bottom, you have a little thicker part. This will go where your iron sights was, like this. And it's sturdy as shit if you put the screws back in. So, let's put the screws back in. And this screwdriver is magnetic, so this sucks a little bit. Need some light. Let's feel if it's tight or not. Solid. And just like that, it's installed, the base plate. Don't over tighten. And then you have this two screws back in. So now we want to take the other two screws. I use the long ones also. Yep, you can see it. It's also a full screwdriver. But before mounting the optic to the base plate, what you want to do, god damn it, is put the battery in, because the battery is at the bottom, and if your if the optic is mounted, you can't reach it anymore, and you have to remove the mount again. So just click it in, like so. Small test. If it works, yep, it does. And now just align it with the holes, like so, and you screw in the screws. Almost done here. Don't want to over tighten them. Like that. Super easy. And just like that, it's mounted, and you can put the slide back onto the gun. And voila! Quick, super easy install. Now, to turn on the optic, you have to the left of the optic a button, and to the right you have a button. Just press it, and this optic is already on. Press it a few times to adjust the brightness, and I hope you can see it. Yep, There we go. And press minus and the minus button to turn it off. Then if we go into adjusting, on the top you have this small screw to go up and down, and on the right side of the optic, right there, you have left right. So the optic comes with this small adjustment tool, but I hope you can see it on the camera. I tried to use this, and without adjusting anything, the top of this thing is already busted. So I got me a flathead screwdriver to adjust the dot, left, right, up and down. So my initial thoughts on this thing, when I aligned it a little bit to my optic, to the BBs, it's at this point pretty clear, super nice, but when I keep the gun straight forward, the dot is nice, but as soon as I tilt the gun a little bit up, the dot becomes aligned for me. I think it's because of the glass or something, the quality of the glass. But in any case, for the price, to test it out, that I like an optic on my sidearm or not, I think it's pretty decent. So I hope I can show you what I mean with this dot. So if I keep it straight, but as soon as I tilt it, don't think the camera shows it. But anyhow, I like the look of it, and if you want to put your gun away, sidearm away, and not damage the optic, you can always put your cover on, flip, like that. Don't forget to turn it off. And just like that, it's done. I'm gonna take this sidearm out to a game this weekend, so I can give you an in-depth review if you want to talk to you about how it performs in a game. But at this point, I like it. I like the look. I like the feel of the quality, the build quality. Only minus small negative point for me is the dot that changes into a line when I tilt the gun. But yeah, for an airsoft gun, don't think I'm gonna mind it. So yeah, that was a quick install and small review of the upgrade on the 226e2 from Tokyo Marui, the RmR replica, and the DCI Guns base plate, mounting plate, V2. And I hope you liked the video. Please feel free to leave a comment and give it a thumbs up, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.